The renowned Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius Seneca and Epictetus bequeathed us a rich patrimony of wisdom. Each of them, in their analysis, portrayed moments of solitude that, nowadays, are shown as valuable teachings. Sometimes we see loneliness negatively, trying to avoid it as a frightening threat. However, in an era marked by the increase of individualism, we tend to overvalue ourselves, generating internal conflicts. On the one hand, we seek connections and empathy with others, but at the same time, we strive to stand out as the center of the universe. The Stoics teach us that although we can achieve goals faster when we are alone, it is through interactions with other people that we can achieve more significant achievements. I agree with this idea, but it is important to highlight a crucial aspect to cultivate healthy relationships. First, you must learn to be at peace with yourself. The true journey towards personal growth begins when we accept loneliness and dedicate ourselves to self-knowledge, even in the absence of company. It is true that we need friends to accompany us throughout life, but if you are wondering if loneliness can be useful, especially as we get older or approach retirement, the answer is yes. Especially if we are not surrounded by people who inspire us, periods of solitude can be very enriching. During these moments, we can establish deep connections, dispelling the feeling of loneliness through social interaction and the search for meaningful experiences. However, it is essential to recognize that there is a difference between loneliness and being alone. True loneliness comes when we can't truly connect with others, getting stuck with other people's social expectations and opinions. According to Stoic teachings, being alone is not a curse, but rather a chance for personal development. It is crucial to learn to identify and reduce the external influences that impact us, especially those that come from our biology and society. By cultivating critical thinking, we can objectively evaluate the pros and cons of these influences and act according to our clear goals. Loneliness can affect the elderly significantly, impairing their quality of life. This is partly due to a refusal to accept mortality and a lack of empathy and responsibility towards the older generation. The theme of loneliness is vast, and we can discuss it at another time in a series of videos. The important thing is that many people do not see loneliness as an opportunity for growth, but rather as something negative. Instead of taking advantage of this period for personal development, they tend to seek ways to escape reality and avoid suffering. However, loneliness can be a chance for a quiet reflection on what is important to us, as well as providing the opportunity to read and acquire new knowledge. It is critical to understand that personal growth during times of loneliness can positively impact our relationships with others. By choosing to be alone consciously, setting clear goals, we are paving the way for our inner development. This journey makes us more respectful and beneficial to others because we are not emotionally dependent on them and communicate by choice, not a need to compensate for our own weaknesses. Stoicism, a philosophy that I value deeply, teaches us the importance of finding self-esteem within ourselves. Often people constantly seek external validation, exhausting themselves in the search for the approval of others. However, those with a healthy self-esteem do not rely on this external validation, and are usually more empathetic and receptive, making their presence valuable. Therefore, it is essential to learn to value and enjoy moments of solitude for our personal growth. Our most important relationship is with ourselves, and it is crucial that we become interesting and valuable to ourselves. After all, we have to be happy first with our own company. I hope these reflections will be useful for your consideration, and I will be happy to hear your opinion on the subject in the comments. Remember, wisdom only develops when it is shared. As a practitioner of Stoicism, I will understand if you watch until the end. Now it's up to you to decide whether to follow the path of Stoicism or not. See you in the next video.